Let me see. Make sure it's up. Yeah, I know I'm usually doing this on a Wednesday, and um, I've missed the last two Wednesdays. One I was out of town, the other time I was sick. So it's been rough. So I just wanted to work on this and get this done for a commission. And I figured I'd just go live. And if anyone pops on, that's great. Either way, I'll record it and then just do a little video of it. Um, yeah, so if I start coughing, and that's going to happen because this cold's been killing me. So picked up something in New Orleans, either when I was there for a week or in the plane or whatever. But that's the hazard of working from home all the time, is that your immune system, you're like a preschool child, and first time you go in public, you just get sick all the time. So let me switch this over. So I got this cat guy going. I got pretty far last time, but I really wanted to start to get him in the yeah. So he's a gray cat, and I was gonna do these yellow, orangey yellow eyes. So I do have like which this was like my mainstay when I was like in um, high school. We didn't have, I didn't work with paints yet, so we used colored pencils for everything. But now I've got little paints, but I'm breaking it out here because it doesn't make sense to mix it. So yeah, I'm just gonna start going in, and the background's gonna be really dark, and I don't want to hit that too early because also I'm just be smudging it all over the place. So I'm really gonna kind of concentrate in and build out. So I'm not gonna make too much of a mess. Ugh. But I will get just a piece of paper ready so I can use it to guard my hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna dive in. So if anyone jumps on, say hey. If not, that's fine anyway. This wasn't planned. It was just any excuse to go live. And yeah, as always, I appreciate people jumping on saying hey. If you watch this now or anytime, or just say keep drawing, you're doing great. All of that is appreciated. So the first time was very everything's pretty loose. So now I'm kind of going in a little heavier. It's getting like some more of this texture. And again, I apologize for the cold. That's going to be unfortunate, but I don't have a solution. I know what I might do. Let's do this. Get some ambient music. I need something, some noise. Also, I'm just listening to my house make noise. So if you give me a minute, bear with me. Hook up. I have so much painting to do too, so I'm excited. I need to get this done so I can get back to that too. I know it's connected here. Technology is not always your friend. All right, that goes off. That was the beep. Now it's available. Couldn't connect. You suck. Try it again. Let's see if I turn this off. Watch an old man try to connect to audio sources. How's it waiting for the note confirmation? Being weird. Makes no sense. Not being weird. Let me just close that app. Not that app. This app. Just. It doesn't like me. It will not let me connect. Why is it waiting? Okay, so I guess we'll go back. We'll do this the hard way. That goes away. And we will get back to drawing, I promise. What do you want to listen to? There's a meditation mix I like. All right, all good, all good. Back at it, my friends. Back at it. Go. And I'm just gonna jump. No, I'm fine. Everything's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. We're fine. Let's get this drawing done. The white stripe in there. Yeah. Better taking a little bit extra out. I can fix it. Got new glasses today, so I'm confident I can see a little better. Which was funny because I actually have the exact same prescription, it didn't change. But my glasses were, I don't know, 3 years old maybe, and they were so scratched up that I could really see the difference. It's almost like I had glasses cataracts. Get dark in there. So I'd probably start to fill in, just because I want to get the transition to the black, I'm going to start to work in the background when it makes sense. The first time, if you watch the first thing, I was very light with my pencil. I just wanted to get all the shapes right. And then now that I have all my shapes right, now I can be more aggressive as I start to feather in this texture. I feel like I really have started to capture this guy. Some of you know I do a lot of dog portraits. But before I was a dog owner, I was a cat owner, so I definitely have a lot of fondness for cats as well. I was excited to do this. Cat was actually my first pet ever when I was in college. And I was a poor college student, could barely feed myself. Somehow found a way to feed a cat and take care of a cat. And yeah, he was a great cat. We had a nice long run. I cannot have cats right now because my dog I have that's sleeping next to me, he's a bit of a hunter. And they said with that breed, one, you have to have a backyard because it's going to run all the time. You have an apartment. And you cannot have cats because she will torture the cats by hunting them all the time. Which is funny because that's usually what cats do. gonna work my way down now. I know everyone's probably watching the Cubs game, but the Cubs were losing. They were not being competitive, so I used to be a diehard fan that would have to watch no matter what, but now, like, I got stuff to do. If they're not going to put up a fight, I do not need to watch it. And they may come back, who knows, but I wish they do. But I got to get my work done. Transition result. Kind of expected to be kind of quiet out here tonight. But I'm a little bit out of practice, so I figured it was a good opportunity to jump on and talk again. This is spot. All right, spot. Darker little stripe. Let's see. All right, live. All right. I wonder if I can. That seems a little dark. Just gonna change one little thing here. Yeah. Whoa, that might be blown out. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's a little better, a little better. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All good, all good. Oh, yeah, I gotta see what's on this. I'll have another picture exactly what's on this little tag right here. Little, it's in the glare, so it's hard to see. I did have high hopes against some drawing done when I was in New Orleans, but it was not in the books. Always very strange traveling by yourself. I just weirdly feel like there's a spotlight on you. Which I should have just embraced and just drawn and done weird stuff, but I did not. I walked around a bunch. He does have a little bow tie here. But this is real bright there, and now it's a little dark right here. And I don't know exactly how long I'm going to go tonight. Longer than anyone's going to stay on. I'm really hoping tomorrow just becomes a paint day and I can avoid any adult stuff that I have to take care of. I really have a lot to do. A deadline of July 1st to hang some stuff. Kind of the biggest place I've been in a while as far as hanging things, so really want it to be a cool show. Like, gotta watch this. It's gonna be tough. I did stumble on this courtyard in New Orleans. New Orleans? I always want to call it New Orleans. New Orleans. But they had just a bunch of local artists just selling stuff. And, like palm readers and like I don't even think they were like I don't think it was like a special thing. I think it was just a Sunday. Some of it was really good. Some of it was not. But I do respect the hustle. Kind of coming out of the dark here, so it's a little strange at this moment, but when I get more of the background in it, it'll be better. I would probably have to go in with like a really dark, soft leaded pen or pencil. Get it as dark as it needs to be in spots, especially the background. But that's gonna have to be sort of the last thing because else it's just gonna be a smudgy mess. I gotta kind of build it up. There's just this bright light in here that I have to. It's quite a bit darker. Looks like this paw. There's gonna be like a shadow edge, and then right in here it's gonna be real bright, almost like a glow. But because of the fur, it gets these cool. Little shadow pockets. They're going to be a nice challenge. And I always kind of like to challenge these things. So I know most people have better things to do on a Saturday night than watch me draw. And I would say you're wrong. No, that's fine. But this is kind of what I would choose to do every day if I had a choice. Most days I'm able to. Do a little bit, at least. Comes a lot. Now I'm just going to do a slight gray tone in here. Then I'll go back in with texture. There's really not a lot of lightness. Falls off pretty quick. Here as well. Don't want to smudge too much. Take a little out. It's going to help it read as a bow tie a little better. I'm just going and doing like little tones. I don't want to mess with the texture too much, but I want to fill in areas that I know are not as going to be are too light right now. Just a general area. And as I said, I'm going to be painting or drawing in the eyes, the actual color, which definitely means I have to get. That only works if you get like a fully rendered image. Like if I kept a sketch and did that, I think it'd be pretty cheesy. So I like the idea of making sure I have like a deepest black so that it almost looks like a black and white photograph with like a selected that you hand colored. Top of this nose, right? It's really dark. It's light and then it gets a little darker in here. Sort of purposely avoiding the whiskers too much. I mean, I know I'm gonna have to go in and like finalize them, but if I get more of that background and it's tough to do that. So it's gonna be kind of be at the same time. And there's a trick when you're trying to figure out color and shading, that if you squint your eyes slightly and just look at the shades next to each other, you can get you can almost kind of blur it slightly, so you're just looking at it for that. You're ignoring details. It gives you a better idea of an area and what value it should have. And again, I'm going to apologize for being all stuffed up. It's going to be embarrassing when I blow my nose and leave my mic on. It's definitely starting to come together, I think. Never tell if it's better to know the animal or not know the animal. And at some point, you're just going off of a reference. But sometimes when it's an animal you actually know, you feel like you capture their spirit a little bit. I don't really know this cat, but I kind of feel like we're getting close to it. It's nice to do something. I love my paintings, but they're so detailed and precise. And this is precision, but it's in a different way. It's just like these organic shapes to get trying to capture texture. I really enjoy doing these. I don't have time to do any more right this minute, but a couple months, probably put a call out. The texture is good, it's just not the right value yet. No one's peeping at me. Throw it up, phone. It's nothing of nothing. Supposed to be done with this week. I guess if I get it done tomorrow, it's kind of this week. And it's just that cold was kicking my butt and struggling just to find sleep. I think I'm on the mend, even though I sound terrible, I'm sure. This. Getting near that edge, I'm going to start to fill in a little bit of black, just enough to visually help my transition in my mind. Make sure my shapes are good. It's going to help me define these values and make sure I'm in the right area. So some of the lines are just for texture, and some are for the value, getting the value right. Not usually the same type of lines. Because unlike when you're painting with colors, you're leaving sections open for the paper to be that highlight. A softer chin. That goes hard, okay. I have to track down some Kleenexes. Let's take a break. Kind of like the non-cat areas, I want to make sure they read as a different texture than the cat. So kind of handling the lights in the way I shade it differently. And I know I'm kind of working off of the frame a little bit that I have, just because sometimes if you try to be perfect with that, you put the little mat on there and then you see areas you're like, oh, I thought I went to the edge everywhere and I didn't. So You're better off cheating a little bit and going off the edge. And no one sees it, and then trying to be so precise, and it's going to stand out. Here we go. This is going to be dark. Darker. And this is just going to be a slight. This is actually green, but I wanted to keep it black and white. Off a little bit. I do have Kleenex. Don't worry, I gotta blow my nose. Just keeping it clean. So dark in here. Carbs in. I kind of need to define that pole. Transition. This needs to get darker, but I'm gonna have to wait till I get a different Lead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's just this. I feel bad for people that aren't artists. Like something about getting in the zone where like it's just you and what you're painting, creating, making. I don't know. It's, it's like a flow state or something. People refer to it as. I only have that with creating artwork or building stuff, doing stuff. I don't have that with spreadsheets and math problems. Maybe other people do. I don't know. Almost like this loss of time and space, and feel like you're one with whatever you're doing. It's a bit addictive. That's texture so weird. Little lines. It's almost like pointillism. Touch. What else people on it? Sorry guys, for some reason certain screens don't always show me stuff, so I'm glad there are a couple people on. Yeah, this is coming really well. Really excited to finish this off. I think it's going to be something special. Sorry about that. I wasn't getting any messages, and now they popped up. I have no idea how long ago it was, but again, people jumping on, I appreciate it. I know it's a Saturday night, and there's definitely other stuff to be doing. Right, so see me grab the eraser a little bit more as I try to get the kind of the shade just right. Anything I can fix, I fix. Assume it's being close enough is never enough. This, there. For a while, I thought I was just talking to myself. So now it's weird that I was probably talking to people. I do encourage all artists to do live streams, even if no one else gets on. It just forces you to talk about your art. So when you need to, it's natural and it's not forced and it's not awkward. If you're just in your head and nothing's coming out of your mouth, it's tough to turn that on sometimes. So let's find, figure out down to here, huh? Probably going to start to loosely put in some of these whiskers so I know where I'm going to mess around with them. Someone's angry. Okay. Now I'm going to have a couple come through here. So I can. I want to mess with them before, but now that's like closer in that area, I feel confident enough to do that. All right. So I'm gonna put a little shade on this guy. I don't know if it's a toy he's on. Can't really tell. Looks like a toy of some sort. Maybe it's a bed or something. But either way, it's just kind of shapes that he's sitting on. I don't want to give it too much attention, but I don't want it to be like he's weirdly floating there either. So I'm going to use my line work to define it a little bit. You want to make sure it's just reads very different than him, so you know where he ends and what he's sitting on begins. So line work is a lot more deliberate, some cross hatching. All right. I'll probably end up darkening some of that as well, but for now, it's probably a good start. Down this way. I'm going to do a light for the background. And I know it's going to go in real dark, but the best way to do that is in layers. So I start to block that in, even just lightly. It's going to help me a lot. Might have to, I'm not sure. I might have to go. What I'll probably end up doing is getting everything else, textured in better. I may have to actually use like a black colored pencil to get deep enough that it's going to work the way I want it to. I kind of want it to be almost like, it falls off to the point that you can't distinguish anything in the background. So it's really going to make him pop forward. But also because of that, that's why I have to make sure I go over the edges, because you're really going to tell if I don't fill in everything where it's matted. Alright, so that's actually kind of already in the black. I'm kind of avoiding the whisker area because we don't want to deal with it right now. I have to get that much darker to deal with it. Alright, so he definitely has. Do I have a sharper? I don't think I do. So what I'll do is, I know what I'll do? I'm going to use one of these because I can use, my eraser's kind of rounded. So if I take one of these, it's got the cylinder edge, so I can use that. And figure out exactly where I need these. Oh, does such a good job of not coughing. All right, so now I got something going through here. And I'll probably end up having to do that again. It's closer to done. What do I do with my pencil? Oh, maybe I put it down up here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's what I had. Okay. Thought I had a different one. So now I'm kind of doing the anti-whisker, which is the negative space. Start to define some of these. And this will be done in layers, but once you start to think about it that way, you know it's there. All right. So I know it looks a little weird now because it's sort of outlined, but that's only because we have to come in and what I'll probably do is just cross hatch it the other way just so it gets a little darker. And then I'll go in with a lighter lead. Lighter, well, softer is what I meant, so it's a little darker. I don't want it to have a little texture to it, a little dense cross hatching. It'll help it differentiate texture wise from the rest of our guy here. This is usually where I'd spin the paper around, but because I'm filming, I kind of have to spin myself around. So yeah, he's really coming together. Black background's really gonna make it pop. So we're gonna go for a couple more minutes tonight on the streaming, and then I'll. I think I'm at an hour right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then finish it up tomorrow. And because it's not oil paints, I don't have to wait for it to dry, so I can deliver it as soon as it's done. which is a big bonus. But I do love oil paint so much. Like this part's a little weird right now, but it'll be better when I get more of the background sorted. Make sure I go off enough. Cop sneaking up on me. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing teaching some art classes. I just love it so much that I know that everyone could learn if they wanted to. I mean, it's a struggle, but there's something so gratifying about being able to do something yourself and to see progress and growth. Probably pretty cheesy in this day and age. Think that way. And I work with a lot of designers and artists. I don't know if they really like art, which is always strange to me. I don't know, I guess it's just something they do and not who they are. When I know a lot of people that love art and don't do it. And I like that. I like people, anyone that loves it. But definitely a learnable skill. I'm sure there's some savants out there, but I was not a savant in any way. I just had a lot of ideas and had no other way to really express them. All right. Yeah, see, this guy's coming along. Feeling good about it. The background's going to be. I'm at the point now that I have enough on there that I pretty much have to. I might as well just jump right in and get as dark as I need to go. And it's going to smudge a little bit. I gotta be real careful. But that's the game, my friends. Fight the smudge. That's about as dark as I can get it there. That's why I think I need to pull out the big guns. All right, so everyone, I appreciate you jumping on. It feels really good to be back online posting, back in front of everyone, back creating. Um, and it's Saturday night, Wednesday. I'll be back Wednesday. I'll probably come on sometime before. I got so much work to do that I really feel like sometimes just going live is so much easier um, to force me to do it. So, everyone, I appreciate you for jumping on, saying hi. It means the world. I see everyone on there, and I know it's not 100 people, but if I walked into to a handful of people, and I saw them, I would talk to them. So anytime you see me going live, pop in, say hi. I appreciate the support. It means the world. And yeah, I'll be back. I'll probably go live sometime tomorrow, to be honest, but I don't know when. So thanks again for stopping in. I will see you later. Bye.